Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and 2 brand new kits just came out for The Sims 4. I don't have to do my regular old spiel because I bought these myself, so let's just hop straight into them. Whether these clothes were found or passed down, these slouchy silhouettes and faded jeans are now yours to make new styles for every frame. I'll be the judge of that, Sims. And embrace the unpolished. Challenge expectations with a wardrobe that is all about experimenting with effortless, confident fits. This looks like a little void critter and I kind of love it. And then we also have a build kit. We've had so many build kits recently. This honestly feels extremely base game to me. I'm not super excited by this build kit. Arrange stackable bookshelves and decor in a way that suit your sim style, whether that means a light-filled window seat or a cozy hideaway in the corner. Comfy and cozy. I'm so glad to see the words comfy and cozy next to a build kit and not another create a sim. Sink into a good book and a cushy sofa. This kit features plush seating with soft relaxing accents that will help your sim unwind. I mean, what's hilarious is that this is literally the only sitting pose they will do. I kind of wish that Sims did more when they were on a sofa. Like, I wish that they could curl up. I wish that there were different animations for sitting. Like this, after what? 10 years of The Sims 4 just feels so stale, and honestly, that does not look like you are sinking yourself into a good book. That looks like you are like me and you have sciatica and you're trying to keep your back as straight as possible, which I will not be hearing the word straight or saying the word straight anymore. It is Pride Month. We know we aren't getting any new hairstyles because we never get new hairstyles when it comes to kits. I do miss the time where they gave us like 2 free hairs before every like create a sim kit drop. They did that for Arrivals, and I kind of wish that it was a theme that they kept up with. We have this beanie. Oh no, this looks so much better in the screenshots. I love the detailing of it. Like, I love these little like threads that have come out of it. I just think beanies sit so weirdly on the Sims head, and this is absolutely no exception. The best one that we have today is the fisherman's beanie from Cottage Living. This looks good because it sits so low on the Sims forehead, whereas when you have a beanie like this, like, I don't understand, why is that not pulled down lower? Why is that so far up? Why can you see her widow's peak? If that was me, I would be suing. We have this like choker with a layered necklace and then the safety pin necklace. I love a layered necklace. I wear a lot. I don't have any on right now, but I do wear a lot of them in my day-to-day. We have this also multicolored one, which is kind of sick. Obviously, we have the black. I hate that gold. Why they decided to use that gold color is beyond me. Like, this one is so much nicer. I don't understand why piss gold needs to be a thing in the year of 2023. Yeah, just one styled look. So this is the styled look that we have. Honestly, I'm not a massive fan of these trousers. They look a bit like PJ-esque to me, and also the shadowing looks weird. Like, usually the creases actually look like creases, whereas this time around it literally just feels like a little bit of dirt. I'm not a huge fan of them. I really don't like the bright green hat either, but I can see Liberty Lee absolutely rocking that. We're gonna kick it off with this top right here. It's just a little crop top. You can see the bra underneath it because it's got like pretty slouchy armpits, and then you have these lips with like a telephone. It looks like a call me hotline type thing. And then you also have some tie-dye. I love this acid wash one. I do kind of wish that you could change the bra color, or like they put like another bandeau under here so it changed the bra color, because just seeing pink all the time is slightly annoying, especially when you have like a black and you want someone to be wearing all black. Then you have some plain swatches. I would really have liked a brown in this. It actually has a little bit of like a curl, which does happen to some crop tops when you do crop them. I can see myself using it for PJs more than I can really see my Sims going out in it. Then we have this t-shirt right here, which is like tied up in a knot and tucked under. This is what the girlies are doing. I quite like the way that this sits. Again, you kind of have like the frayed sort of material. I do think I prefer this like llama one, and then this school butterfly is an option. And then again, we just have it in the plainer swatches too. I that is not black. And then we have 2 whites. I kind of wish they had just got rid of this swatch and just given us this one. And I'm not even trying to like crap all over this kit. Like I actually really want to enjoy this kit. This is sick. This looks like a Wednesday Addams inspired hoodie. Honestly, I will say this does feel like it's going to fit the same way as the Inshin Arrivals hoodie. It's not as long though, which I quite like, because sometimes when you like bring your Sims butt like right out, it can definitely distort the way that a hoodie looks, and I'm not a massive fan of that when they sit so low. It can also make Sims hips look very oversized even when they're not really all that big. I can say that as a lady who definitely has childbirthing hips. Sometimes I don't want to draw all my attention to my hips, especially when I'm wearing baggy clothes, you know, like I kind of wish they hid them more. I really like this though. I think this looks really cool. There's textures on here. This one has a back print. Is this a hint to bands? Sims team, let it be a hint to bands. I want a bands pack so badly. Like, I don't think you realize. It is unfortunate that we don't get these in any like plain swatches. You have this like scribbled one, and then we do have a couple of tie-dye. So we have 3 different tie-dye ones. Again, I kind of wish there was more color swatches, but that's just me being greedy. We have this jumper. Oh my god, it's like a little tour jumper with like the dates on the back. This is sick. Oh my word. I don't think you know how much I am going to use these assets. Like, I do wish the blacks were more black. Like, they're giving dark gray and not black, which is infuriating, especially when it's got like more of that grunge type vibe. There's also not a lot of reds, which I am shocked about. We have this kind of split tee, which I really like this as well. I'm not a massive fan of the crinkle on this neck. It makes it look a little bit weird. I've seen people rocking these actually really recently. They definitely are like a massive thing in like vintage restoration shops, so I really like this. I don't think a lot of people are going to enjoy this. This one's a choice. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of these in real life when the patterns don't really like complement each other all that much. Like, I feel like this was a weird color choice to go with like the red and black. That's giving Jennifer's body though, which I really enjoy. We have this flannel shirt. Okay, Rachel Amber. This is literally, we could have called this the Life is Strange kit and I would have believed you. It looks like it's, you know, meant to be like a brushed wool type shirt, and I actually quite like the way that it looks in game. Like, a couple of people were saying this looks a bit too realistic, but I think because it has that like brushed texture, it kind of looks a little bit alpha-y. Ooh, the mixed blend as well, just think is so sick. It's like a dip dye crochet. Yes, the checkered one as well. Again, this is so current, and I say it all the time, not a massive fan of kits, not a massive fan of like the precedent that they set when it comes to money, and I just don't agree with replacing stuff packs with kits, you know, when this could have come in a really good stuff pack. But one of the main things that kits do really well is the fact that they can like pump them out, like obviously not like super fast, like they didn't start working on this like probably a month ago, but they can work to a different nature of other Sims releases in which they actually hit trends way faster than like any other type of pack can. That looks a little bit weird when your Sim is like moving around, but I guess it doesn't always sit like that. Just looks a little bit funky. I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this. Hopefully it's tagged as cold weather, because that's gonna be so annoying to consistently like tag and untag things. But yeah, again, I like this. I mean, I'm not shocked that I like this stuff. Like, there are things that I would change about certain elements, and there's things that like I don't agree with, but for the most part, these clothes are fitting really well. I love like the graphic design of them, like a graphic tee. Kind of wish this one was longer so you could maybe wear it over leggings, kind of like a dress sort of vibe. We got these little high-waisted with a very chunky, very flat belt. I quite like these though. I feel like we don't get denim shorts all that often anymore, so these are a big win for me. I kind of wish I was seeing more checks. I also wish that we had like a little check skirt in this kit, because I feel like that sort of like punky grunge grunge would have fit in really, really nicely. I like these again. Yes, thank you. No black though. What is going on for like a grunge kit? Honestly, in other colors, I prefer them. I think it's this drawstring that's throwing me off. And I say that they remind me of PJ pants. I literally own trousers like this. So like I wear them in my day-to-day life. I don't mind people thinking that I'm going out in my PJs whatsoever. I just think there's something about the way that the crinkles look that make them feel more PJ than like what I personally wear, but I quite like these. And again, we are bringing in the black and red checked, which I can appreciate. I love these shorts. I'm going to be using these shorts so much. I kind of wish that they had given us a more high-waisted version, honestly, because I am going to get so much use out of these. I know a custom content creator will make these like super high-waisted so they kind of fit under the shirt. I hope they do because I just wish we had a pale blue. I hate how we don't get pale blues for so many things, and I wish we also had a brown. Accessories, we got this little scrunchie. Damn, Daniel, back at it again. I was gonna say with the white Vans, but they are checkerboard Vans. I think this is a really sick asset. I am about to put this on so many of my Sims. Can we get this in many more colors? That's the only thing I have to say about it. Ooh, we also got some bike shorts too. Okay, these little ones that have like tears in them. Again, you got the drawing all over them. Hold your hand up in the comments. Reply to me in the comments down below if you drew on your shoes, or you drew on your skateboard, or you drew on your clothes when you were younger. I don't like that you can see the knicker outline. I mean, is it realistic? Yes. Do I like it? No. You can't see it obviously on the darker swatches. Also, why wasn't this black used across the board? Like, that was the black I wanted to see. I guess they've kind of made these to go like under the baggier stuff, so you're not really gonna see the knicker line there, but if you're using it as like a workout pair of trousers with a crop top, you're definitely gonna see your Sims neckline. And then we have these nails, which are slightly chipped nails. Please tell me that there's a white, there's a black. Okay, this I can appreciate. Then you've got red and black, you've got kind of an ombre, and then you've got the Bear Pride. Finally, shoes. So these do look like a little void critter. I love these. Honestly, I will say Sims has kind of been killing the trainer game recently, especially in kits. It's kind of sad that the best shoes that we are getting are in kits. High top Vans, which again are just sick. Like, I feel like these are going to be such a nice little rejuvenation from the Converse that we've had recently. Like, yeah, let me throw on some Vans instead of my Converse every now and again. I kind of wish that there was plain versions of all of these though. They literally do look like they have off the wall on the back. Oh yeah, we got one full body. I'm fairly sure this is the only full body. Good black color, which I'm glad about. And then I really love this. I kind of wish that we got more clothes with like harnesses on and stuff, which I know might be pushing it a little bit, but I feel like we got a couple in Realm of Magic. This is giving me Plumbella. Like, I feel like I have legitimately seen Jessie in this exact outfit. I love how they've kind of got a few like preppier colors in here as well. Like, they've managed to fit them in. Although, we'll say very, very disappointed at the lack of fishnets. I would absolutely love it if we got one of these fishnet like underlays. I don't know what category they would honestly put it in, but like this, oh, it just makes the kit so much better. Are you kidding me? Let's check out what Lil Lou got for the mask Sims. Again, this just doesn't fit the best. Actually, I kind of prefer it on the mask Sims. I know it's sort of playing with like his hair. I don't know why I prefer it on him. Maybe it is just because he has a fringe, and so I feel like you can't see as much of his forehead. Oh my word, how did I miss these? We got new earrings and new glasses. I do apologize for Lou looking like Justin Bieber. I just thought you all need to know. I saw that once and I've never forgotten that piece of vital information, so I thought I would ruin it for you all too. This is sick. It's like an ear cuff with then a key attached and an earring. I kind of wish there was a version without the key because I just think that's super interesting. That's one of the most interesting pieces we have ever got when it comes to jewelry within the game. And then we also got these like sporty lenses, sunglasses, which I kind of wish we had a minimalistic pair with like colored lenses. I feel like we don't get that often. I don't know what's giving me grunge about this though. These don't feel very grunge to me. Am I the only one? Like, it feels like Thorn Bailey would wear these, and he is not a grunge character in my opinion. So we once again just get one. Okay, I see you, Lou. I really don't like those glasses, I will say. They just seem to throw off like the whole outfit. I'm really not a fan of them. I feel like clothing isn't going to be too different, so therefore I feel like we can pretty much just like get our way through this like very, very quickly. That's the same. This is the same. So they do say that you can like match frames, but the thing is they were like, oh yeah, we'll just make the same clothes for both, which I like, but that also feels like we're missing half a kit, you know? Because it feels like they haven't really focused on either one of them. They've just kind of, I don't know, does it feel like we got more or less assets? Love this on mask frames though. Oh my word, this looks incredible. This looks really good. The way that it sits as well. Okay. Sims team. Whew. Is it hot in here? Is it just me or Lou? Do we get a full body for mask sims? No, we don't, unfortunately. This really does feel as if we're getting a lot less than I am used to seeing like across all genders because they've just copied stuff, which again, you have that double-edged sword of, well, yeah, I'm glad that these things fit on both frames, you know, but also like, that is unfortunate because it feels like now we're just getting less across the board, although mask sims do also have the nail varnish available to them, which I'm very glad about. Oh my word, I almost forgot. We got tattoos in this kit, which is, I'm fairly sure, one of the first time we have gotten it. We have this tattoo on the inner arm here. You can have it in black. You can get it with black with kind of like a red slash through it. And then we also just have this black. So you kind of have like a more like blown out one, like highlight. This one right here, which looks like Harry Styles' whole body. It's kind of that like coloring book tattoos, you know, where you just get like random placements. Again, they kind of look like little stick and pokes that people would have given to each other. This looks like a more faded version. So you have writing on the very like innermost of their bicep, and then you have just a bunch of other little tattoos. I think these are super cute. I think we need smaller and more tattoos. Can I just say I'm so absolutely over not being able to filter by kit. We have one wallpaper. It's this like wood paneling. This is quite nice. I quite like the grain. I will say it looks very blurry. Like I feel like the texture on it isn't great, especially on this swatch. You can really see it. The rest of them don't look that bad. Medium wood, you have this dark wood tone, you have this like cream, you have this super white, like cool white, and then you have a black swatch. Then we move on to the comfy cozy, which I have to say, I personally feel as if the basement stuff looked more cozy than this. I will say I do much prefer the like crushed version of this rather than the striped. Like nothing about this striped furniture really like screams like cozy book nook to me. I kind of wish that they went for like a wingback armchair or something, or maybe even a rocking chair for this kit rather than just like, you know, any old armchair. But that is obviously made to match the sofa, which again, I mean, it looks decent enough. I'm fairly sure this is a 3-person sofa. It just doesn't scream like super comfy to me. And then we have this one right here, which is a little bit more modern. No chair to actually go with this one, which makes a little sense in my mind, but there we have it. I mean, again, not the worst thing I've ever seen. Then we have this very oversized side table. I will say just none of this really feels like it sticks out to me. I said it when I saw the images, like this feels too much like base game, which I know sometimes you can definitely feel like, well, we don't have this stuff in base game and therefore like all the color swatches kind of fit in with base game and therefore I feel like it's usable. And if that's what floats your boat, absolutely go for it. Like I'm so happy for you that you'll get use out of it. We have this very boring rug. I also am questioning how this would feel underfoot and I don't like it. That this would feel so rigid under my feet. Then we have this lamp right here. I actually really like this lamp. I love having nooks in my houses, especially reading nooks, and I feel like this is the perfect sort of, ooh, love that like marbled effect. But yeah, I feel as if this is the perfect lamp to sort of like put right near a armchair. Obviously this makes sense with it being a reading nook, like overhead light to brighten up your pages. The lamp is a yes from me. We have these, which is actually, I'm fairly sure, meant to be like a floating shelf, so it actually just goes up on your wall. I will test all of these to see if they are bookshelves or not. We have this crate with some books in, which if you want to dot it around you can. We have this stack of books. I will say they made this stack of books look so fucking huge in the images, which I'm fairly sure, let's actually test this theory. You can stack them. Okay. How many building blocks can we go? Oh, you can go, that's 3 stacks of books. That is 4 stacks of books. 5 stacks of books, 6. Oh, it's turning into Jenga. I'm fairly sure that is literally bigger than our room. To be fair, we don't actually have a roof on right now. That's quite cool. Actually, if you think about it, you could literally make columns out of books. Oh my god, they're modular too. So as you move like the bottom stack, you could literally pile them. No, stop. That's a yes from me. You have to hit 0 to like bring it all the way back down. I have move objects on. That is actually kind of sick. I wonder if we type in modular now, like what actually comes up, because obviously like counters are classed as modular. So we have them. Then we have all the stuff from Dream Home Decorator. The books and the bookshelves aren't like tagged as modular, which I really think they should be, because that is just a little bit sick, isn't it? The fact that you can stack that on top of it as well. So does this just work like a table, this stack of books? Then if we grab this, yeah, you can literally just stack anything on here. I don't know if this is working because I have bb.move objects on, but that's actually pretty sick. I am a fan of that, I will say. Then we have this adorable little book house, which I think is very, very cute. I will say a lot of these books have the same color swatches and a lot of them have the same covers. So it kind of just looks like your sim has like multiple books of the same, which, I mean, to be fair, I probably, in that stack of books over there, which you can't even really see, I probably have multiples of books that I forgot that I've bought at some point. We have this little stack with a money plant in it, which this money plant, love. Wish this was a separate asset, but alas, it is not. We have this mini bookshelf with the bookends. I feel like this could fit in with like a kitchen. So this stuff is usable. It's just, does it feel different enough from like the rest of the packs that we have, or even just base game itself, you know? Like base game is free to play now. Everyone can get their hands on it no matter what. And then obviously you have the bookshelves, which come in very neutral tones. There's this dark brown, there's an even darker brown, white, beige, and black. So really not as many wood tones as I was hoping for, honestly. And then you kind of have this restrictiveness of like the color of the books. Like a couple of them have multiple swatches. I kind of wish that they allowed you, oh my god, you can have rainbow bookcases, which is kind of sick. And the way that these work is pretty much like cabinets, like shelvings in kitchens. These can basically stack on top of one another. I don't know if they like link together modularly. These two are already linked. Can I unlink you at all? Okay, I'll use Alt to unlink you. I put you there, and then I grab... Okay, you move out the way. Oh god, why are you all sticking together? This is not what I planned. This is not what I want. I do have move objects on, so I'm like, is that messing with it? Why can that top not go down? But then if we grab that, we can move the whole thing. So they are modular. You can like move them up and down. You can actually alt them, so you can place them like kind of anywhere. You can have them on the floor. You can have them like up above. I like these. Like, it's definitely going to be easy to build a bookshelf around a TV unit now, and I think people people are gonna get a lot of use. So there are actually a couple of different options. You have like this medium one, and then you have a full medium one. You obviously have this one with few books, and then this one with a lot, and then the same for these. You have a completely empty one that you can probably fill yourself. Like if we grab this, it can slot inside it. You can also slot on top of these. This one actually has a slot like down here, and then there is actually this poster as well, which I really like. This poster, I think these are super cute. I'm kind of sad we didn't get a new fireplace. I think that would have added to like a cozy book nook, but yeah, as you can see, they've kind of got like this little window seated area over here with like bookshelves around them, and then these two are actually only stuck together, which I don't know why the modularity like isn't always working. Like it works with these two, and then it does work with these three, but not the whole thing all together. Lol. So it might not be perfect, but I do think it is pretty good. Considering we don't have modular bookshelves, obviously that's going to be the main selling point of this kit, isn't it? Like if you want to have a built-in sort of whole bookcase unit like around TVs, or like to create a bay window effect or anything like that, you're gonna probably pick up this kit. But I forgot to do this part over here, but you catch my drift. Just take one of these, add it over there, add a couple of book stacks, sorted. So these are pretty much the only base game bookshelves that we have. I think obviously if I was using other packs, I probably would have been able to like fit it in a lot better. Like I probably would have gone for one of these, but none of them are really like as minimalistic, I guess. These are usually my go-to, which are Parenthood ones, which again really aren't as tall as the ones that we are getting because they are modular, and so you can kind of build your own to like whatever height. And I do think that that is a good selling point. Like I think that people are going to want that, and I think it's what actually makes this kit like feel unique within itself. But is that the selling point, you know? Like, is that what they have included in this pack for people to be like, oh, I need to buy this? So you should let me know your thoughts on that. This is my base game comparable one. I honestly didn't think I did a bad job. The stack of books doesn't even count as a bookcase. I thought they had made it so that like everything containing books then worked as a bookshelf. Oh, that's so annoying. Why doesn't that count? Or at least like this little shelf, that is honestly disappointing. This actually works, the candles, so that's good. You can actually extinguish it, but none of these are actually functional as bookshelves, which is honestly quite hilarious. I mean, it's not funny, is it? It's quite serious. The emptier ones don't, but these ones do. Please tell me this one does. Okay, cool. So really the only bookshelves that you get are the bookshelves, but not if they're slightly empty, and then also this one. I hope I covered everything. Fingers crossed I did. I know this was a super long video. I genuinely didn't think I would spend as much time on the grunge kit as I did, but what can I say? I'm a massive fan of Create a Sim, so of course that's where I was gonna have a lot of thoughts. Mainly my feedback was a couple of the items needed more black swatches, and there are definitely pieces that I felt they could have swapped out that felt sort of similar to what we already have, not even just like in the quality of the clothes or like the texture of the patterns or anything, but more so like comparable the hoodie that was included to like the Ancient Arrivals ones. Like they have a very similar fit and that kind of thing, and I feel like we didn't really need those little fluffer bits, and I would have preferred maybe a couple more accessories, those like fishnet undershirts that I was talking about. I don't know how they would have added them though, because they probably would have needed to go into accessories, and I can see them kind of breaking other stuff within Create a Sim, but I would love to see them push the boat out more on those kind of things that I feel custom content creators do really, really well. Having said that, of course, these are two kits, and I do feel like you can get similar custom content. I personally believe that there are better alternative clothing to what we got in this kit, but I am going to use it an awful lot. I can definitely say I'm going to get my £5 worth out of that kit. The Book Nook kit probably won't, honestly. Like, I do feel I will use the bookshelves, and I think they're gonna be my biggest thing that I'm gonna use. Like, I quite like the clutter, but there also just doesn't seem to be that much of it. But let me know your thoughts. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye now.